I'm Not Leaving by Leah Batchelor. Scene 1, New Day. Fred is lying in bed, distant sounds outside. We hear children walking and laughing to school on a busy road.
Come back, Lisa. Watch that road.
I'm fine, Mum.
Fred thinks about the time he took his children to school.
Emma was so like that wee girl. She never listened. Always doing her own thing. She was so different to her brothers.
Quiet sounds of the cuckoo clock downstairs hitting 9 a.m. Fred moans and groans as he moves the bed sheets to get up. He's stiff as he gets to his feet, walks on the carpet to the bathroom, then we hear the sound of running water as he gets dressed. Water stops and you hear the creak from the stairs while Fred moans at every step.
Oh, I really need to get rid of these stairs. This takes longer every day. I'm glad I don't have to go back up until tonight.
Scene 2. Hello, darling. The kitchen door opens.
Hello, darling. Ah, darling, you look as beautiful as ever.
The sound of Rush feet on the kitchen tiles. Fred lifts his photo of Betty and starts to hug it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't save you.
You hear sounds from the kitchen, running water, toaster, kettle boiling, etc. Fred is eating toast and thinking out loud.
I might go out today for a walk. It's a nice bright morning. Maybe go and do some shopping. I'll go after this. Shouldn't take too long.
Tidies up the kitchen. Fred puts on his coat and leaves. Fred steps on the hard ground and light traffic sounds as Fred walks to the shop. There's others walking around the shop.
No, what do I need? Milk, bread. Now what? Oh yes, something for dinner. Lasagna? No. Curry? Too hot. Ah, there we go. Shepherd's pie. Only takes 5 minutes. That'll do. What else? There was something else. Oh, those pink wafer biscuit things Betty likes.
Fred goes to the counter. We hear the sound of him paying by coins. Footsteps walking away from the store and the opening of a door.
Darling, your lunch. Ham and cheese sandwiches. Your favourite.
Scene 3. Phone call. The phone rings and Fred picks up.
Hello? Oh, that's you. What do you want? Spit it out, Emma. Are you worried about me? I'm fine. But I'm not moving. Me and your mum brought both you and your brothers up here. I'm not leaving your mum behind. End of story.
Fred slams down the phone.
How could Emma say such a thing? She knows I'll never move.
Emma's holding the phone.
What was wrong with him? I need to speak to him. Maybe I should do some digging to find out what's wrong.
We hear the sound of Emma dialing her phone.
Hello? It's Emma. Have you seen my dad lately? How did he seem? I never knew he was so bad. He speaks to Mum like she's still here. He really needs to move on. It's not healthy the way he's getting on. I know it's hard, but he can't go on like this. I know they were married for 45 years, but he can't stay like this.
Scene 4. Remember.
Emma knows I'd never leave here. There are too many memories. Everywhere I go, there's memories. The church in the village, the church we got married in 45 years ago. I still remember the day like yesterday.
Fred sniffs the air as he hears the sound of birds and the wind blowing in the trees.
Corner shop behind the church was where I bought Betty flowers every Friday, just because I could. The coffee shop beside the post office is where we first met. Every corner and street I go down, I remember Betty. And what I didn't do.
Fred puts his coat on, lifts his house keys, and then closes the door. Scene 5. Gym. Footsteps with traffic sounds getting louder as Fred gets closer to town. Everybody is going about their busy day.
Oh, no, there's Jim. He's always in a good mood. I'm not in the mood for talking.
Fred is trying to hide from being seen.
Hello, Fred. Oh, you look like you're sleepwalking. You okay?
No, he's seen me. Let's get this over with quick. Oh, I'm fine. Jim, just thinking about something Emma said.
Do you want to talk about it?
uh, she wants me to move near her. But it's ridiculous even to think about it. Even that I'd consider it. She knows I'd never leave Betty behind.
Is it really that bad of an idea?
Don't you start.
Fred turns around and starts walking away.
No, listen.
Fred stops.
You wouldn't be leaving Betty behind.
Fred walks back towards Jim, confused.
She's in there. Your heart. You can take her with you, but without the hurt of seeing this place all the time.
But I'd be leaving you and the others from the bowling club.
Yes, you would, but we'll come and visit.
It's 200 miles away.
Okay. Well, not all the time, but it's workable. Just think about it, Fred. I better go here. Mary's waiting for her milk.
Okay, bye, Jim. He always has to mention Mary, rub the fact in that his wife's still alive. Why is Jim taking Emma's side? It's like they talked about it first. I just need to sit down and think.
Scene 6. Day turns to night. Fred walks towards the park.
Maybe, just maybe I was a bit angry with Emma, but she has to know I won't leave. Even if there was a small house here in this village, it might be... Oh, no, what am I thinking? No, it wouldn't be different. I've lived in that house for 45 years. I'm not moving.
Fred sits on Betty's bench.
Right, love. I need your help. Should I move? You're not there anymore, are you? I can't make this decision on my own. You always knew what to do.
Fred thinks he's heard the sound of Betty in the wind.
Live for the both of us.
Right. I'll phone Emma later to apologise, but I still need time to sleep on it before making a decision. Oh, how is it? 5 o'clock? We'd better get home before dark.
We hear footsteps, keys in the door, and the door opening.
I'm home, love. Maybe moving is the best. I'll phone Emma after dinner.
Closes the door. We hear footsteps, the sound of the opening of the fridge, putting the pie in the microwave. The microwave pings. Scene 7. I'm thinking about it. Fred dials his phone.
Hello?
Emma, it's Dad. I'm sorry about earlier.
It's all right, Dad. I know it's hard for you.
I'm going to think about it.
That's all I wanted. Thanks, Dad.
I'm just thinking about it now. I'm not saying yes yet.
I know, Dad. Just phone me when you decide.
I better go. Corrie's about to start.
Fred walks upstairs, moaning, undressing, hanging clothes up. We hear the moving of the bed sheets as he gets into bed, then complete silence. Scene 8. It's a new day. The quiet sound of the cuckoo clock downstairs hitting 9 a.m. Fred moves the bed sheets to get up. He stiffly gets to his feet, walks on the carpet to the bathroom. Then we hear the sound of running water as he gets dressed. Water stops and you hear the creak of Fred on the stairs.
Hello, darling. Oh, darling, you look as beautiful as ever.
We hear the sound of rushed feet on kitchen tiles as Fred moves over to the photo and gives the biggest hug and kiss.
I'm sorry I couldn't save you.
Repeat in the background over and over again as Fred says to himself.
Betty, I should have found that lump sooner. Why did I miss it? Why didn't I stop looking at you like I used to? I'm sorry, love, that you went through all you did, but you were always so strong. I wish I could spend one more day with you. I'm sorry.
Makes breakfast, kettle, toaster.
You were always the strong one out of the two of us. You kept things together no matter what the situation. When you found the lump, do you remember? I burst into tears and I thought at that moment I was going to lose you, but you kept calm and faced it head on. When the doctor told us it was stage 3 cancer, again, you stayed positive while I was in pieces. Like you said, we did make the best of our final months together. Do you remember before you died, I promised you I would continue to live for the both of us? I haven't been doing that. So I'm going to start now. How would you feel about moving, love? Emma asked me yesterday morning, and I was thinking maybe it is for the best. This house is too big for me and you. I spend my day here in this room with you. My days have become very repetitive, but how would I pack this house up? I couldn't leave anything behind. Where would I live? How would I get there?
Scene 9. I'm coming. We hear the sound of the phone, the dialing of the phone.
Hello, Dad.
I'm moving.
Oh, yes.
And we still have a lot to sort out, like where I'm going to live, how I'm going to get the house packed up.
Don't worry, Dad. I'll take the week off work and come down to help pack. I've seen this bungalow about a mile away from me. You and Mum would love.
You've really thought about this, haven't you?
Yes, but I was only doing what was best. I'll come down next week to start the packing.
Scene 10. Are you ready? Fred is talking to Betty's photo.
Emma's coming today, love. It'll be good to see her, won't it? Oh no, have I made the right decision? What have I done?
Ding dong, the doorbell goes. Fred takes a deep breath before opening the door. Emma starts bringing in boxes into the house.
I've brought those photos of the bungalow I've talked about.
Stop. You're going too fast. Slow down.
Will I put the kettle on first?
Good idea. This is just very overwhelming. It's become real.
Dad, you don't need to explain. I know this is hard. We'll just take it one room at a time. I'm here all week and can come again if needed, at your pace.
I think I'll be all right. I just take my time. There's just a lot of memories here.
Emma putting things in boxes and bin bags.
Dad, you can't keep everything.
Everything has meaning.
Yes, but if you take this long in every room, it's going to take you forever. I'm only here for a week.
Who does she think she is? Has she not heard about respect for her elders? I'm her father. She's no right bossing me around. I'll take as long as I want. And oh, look, she's a full bin bag already. I don't even know what's in that. I'm going to have to go through that.
It's going to take forever. We're only in room 1. And he's looking at every item like it's going to break into 1,000 pieces. I've packed, 5 boxes, and he hasn't even filled 1 box. Now, what's he doing? Dad, what are you doing?
Fred holds a bin bag. Emma tries to pull it off him.
Going through this to see what you've thrown out. Oh, you didn't.
Fred pulls out an old shoebox.
I've been looking for this.
What are you doing? You can't keep everything.
Everything has memories.
Emma walks over to Fred,
Even this?
holding a ticket and some wristbands.
Yes, even that. That's the first film I took your mum to see. And that's your hospital wristband from the time you were born.
You're going to have to get rid of something. You're downsizing.
I will. Just let me go through it. You can give those books to the charity shop.
Packing boxes, boiling kettle, packing boxes, boiling kettle, packing boxes.
This house feels even bigger now. The rooms are empty. I've 45 years of memories all in boxes. I remember when me and you first moved here after our wedding. I was 19 and Betty, you were 18. This place was huge and we wondered how on earth we'd make it a home, but slowly every room took shape and what a time we had.
Fred and Betty's song plays quietly in the background. She Loves You by the Beatles. Scene 11. Offer agreed. The phone rings.
Hello?
You know that bungalow I showed you?
Yes?
The offer I made has been accepted.
Why did you do that? I won't move without seeing the bungalow.
I know that. That's why I've arranged for you to come down on Friday and bring you here. You can spend the weekend with me and see the bungalow and local town.
And what if I was busy this weekend?
You're not, are you?
No, but I could have been.
Panic me like that. Great. I'll see you on Friday.
What time? Oh, that girl. She's always in such a rush.
Friday morning. The doorbell rings.
You ready?
I think so. Oh, wait.
Where are you going?
I need to bring your mum with me.
Okay, go and get her.
The car engine starts. Traffic sounds as they travel up north.
Where are we?
Over there's the bungalow. Do you want to go in?
Deep breath, opening of car door, and then the sound of the opening of the bungalow's front door.
I couldn't quite believe it. I love it.
Holding Betty's photo tight, footsteps from him walking around.
What do you think, love? I like it too, but don't let Emma hear that. Don't want to give her a big head. That's the strangest feeling. Everywhere I go in here, I feel at peace.
We hear the sound of the car starting.
Over there is the main street with everything you'll need. And if you're ready, we'll head back to mine so you can spend time with the boys before heading back on Sunday.
Traffic noise, radio on in the background.
Did you have a good time, Dad?
Yeah, it was all right.
What's wrong, Dad?
No, I'm fine.
No, Dad, you're not. What's wrong?
I just don't feel your mum here anymore. When I was at the new bungalow, I felt your mum with me, but I don't feel her here with me like I did before.
Maybe Mum stayed at the bungalow.
Maybe. When can I move?
Whenever you're ready. I'll organise the removal van and come down and bring you up.
How about next weekend?
I'll try and arrange for the removal van for Friday.
Scene 12. Bye, old house.
Where are you, Betty? I don't feel you here with me anymore. Every room is empty. She isn't here. Emma must be right. You're waiting for me in the new place.
Footsteps outside. Fred enters the bowling club.
Hiya, Fred. You ready for the match tonight?
Ready to go, Captain.
We hear the sound of throwing of bowls and O sounds in the background every now and then.
Look, that bowl's closer. I'm telling you it is. Get your tape out and measure it. Eh? Told you. We won!
Great match, everyone.
Yeah, it was. Everyone. Everyone.
Talking in the background. Nobody believes that they've won.
Everyone, can I get your attention?
Talking continues in the background.
Silence! Thank you. Now I have your attention. I have an announcement. Me and Betty are leaving tomorrow.
Sorry, Fred, we didn't hear that. You and Betty are...
Leaving tomorrow.
Oh, so you made your decision then. Good for you.
Jim walks up to Fred and shakes his hand. The others begin talking in the background.
Good luck, Fred. You and Betty will be very happy.
There's a spare room, so you visit anytime.
Oh, I might have to take you up on that sometime.
See you later.
Scene 13, the new house. The radio is on in the background.
I can't quite believe it's a year since you've gone. But you haven't gone. I know you're here in this new house with me. New beginnings, isn't that what they say? Honest, love, I think moving was the right thing. Emma was right. Don't let her hear me say that. I know you're here with me. I can feel you, but I'm not hurting anymore, love. I remember the times we had together. I'd make sure I tell the boys all about you. I won't let them forget you. You remember the night I proposed? I was so nervous I fell up the stairs in the restaurant and you laughed your head off.